First, you know, I like to thank God. You know what I mean? And, you know, the people that supported behind me, my family, my friends, you know, and Giants organization supported me throughout the whole process. And, you know, fortunately I was able to come back from this injury and, you know, now I'm ready to play football. It wasn't fighting at all, you know, and I'm not going to go into detail with it. It's something I do every year for the kids, because when I was growing up, I was less fortunate to have fireworks or whatever, and you know, it just happened. You know, I did it for 6-7 years now. It just happened, so it is what it is. You know, I live and learn from it and moved on.
In terms of your career, how worried were you that?
I wasn't worried at all. I wasn't in shock or nothing. You know, I looked at my hand. You know, my fiance was going crazy, but you know, I kept calm through the whole situation. But as far as like going out there, and I'm not gonna put myself in jeopardy. Any kind of, when I'm ready, I'm gonna be ready, and I'm gonna be ready for to go. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm just taking it day by day. You know, the trainers and you know, people are just telling me to take it day by day. So the day I walked in here, I already won. You know, people say I was gonna be out for the whole season, and I knew what kind of effort I put in the off season way before this happened. So, like, you know, just coming back, I already won. You know, I was in the hospital. Like I said, I don't want to get in for the details. You know, I saw a kid die, you know what I mean, at the age of 12 years old. When they had a cough, the whole finger. And I'm just very fortunate, that I'm alive, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got wounds to see, and I look up every day at my hand and say, thank you, Lord, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as that, I don't see worse. You know, it was probably 12 people in the hospital, and my hand is the best one. So, you know, I'm just fortunate to have a hand. So I'm the same JPP that I was last year, you know. It's not going to be a major adjustment, you know what I mean? But as far as, like, you know, my hand goes, you know, I get used to it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just fortunate I could play football again.